Welcome to Barons Online. Today I'm going to take you through a stretch class. We're going to really concentrate on stretching out the whole body, so hopefully by the end of this time you're going to really feel a good stretch. I'm going to give you just a couple of seconds. If you have something like this to hand, it doesn't have to be a yoga strap. You can use a dressing gown cord or anything that's got a little bit of tension in it. If you could just grab that now to hand. We will be using that during the class. So I'll just give you a couple of seconds just to grab something. Like I said, as long as it's got tension, it doesn't matter about, I don't want it to be elastic. Obviously tension's better, so a dressing gown cord works really well for this. So see what you have. Okay, so we're going to start off first of all just thinking about the neck. So a lot of us tend to carry lots of tension within the neck. So I'm going to give you a few exercises that you can do, and you can do this every day. So all these exercises you could do on a daily basis, and you could pick certain ones out depending on which area you feel that you want to stretch. So I'm just going to rest my hands just in front of my knees because I just find it quite comfortable. And all I'm going to do is start off with a little bit of rotation. So I'm going to take the head from side to side. And again. So all we're doing is just rotating that head from side to side. And maybe we can start to take the head a little further. So we're not rushing. Go one more to each side. Come back. And now we're going to start to think about dropping the ear down, lengthening into the side of the neck, and lifting the other side. And lift. And just letting the ear fall. Try to keep the shoulder down. So really be mindful of that. Really feeling that length that you're creating into the side of the neck. And again. Lift. This time we're going to drop the ear down and then just slightly nod the chin, very slightly. Maybe start just to push down through the shoulder. Bring the chin back, lift the head, drop it down to the other side, just slightly bring that chin down, slightly push down through that shoulder. Feel that stretch. Bring the chin back and lift. Let's bring that chin down towards the chest. And again, just creating a length into the top of the spine, into the neck. And lift. And again, just dropping that chin, just creating that length into the spine, the top of the neck. And lift. The chin comes down and we start then to roll the chin along from shoulder to shoulder. And just really notice that lovely stretch that's going on in the top of the spine. Yes, you might hear some noises, you might hear some cracks going on, but your ear is very close to your neck. And again. Back towards the center and just lift. Let's let those shoulders. A nice little rotation. And how about bringing the shoulders up? Just let them release and again lift them up let them release, and again, lift, and release, lift, last time, lift. Let's just take the arm over, we go for a really nice stretch, feeling a lengthening through the side of the body. And again, we come over and we feel that length. Really feeling through the side of the body. And let's just go a little further. Maybe drop the elbow and just feel through the side of the body stretching. On the other side, if you want to, you can drop your elbow if you want to go for a little deeper stretch. And lift. Let's just bring the soles of the feet together. We're going to just take hold of the ankles and just let the knees just fall down to the side. And again, this is a really nice stretch into the hips and the groin. And again, just really think about opening, creating that stretch. Just seeing those knees just dropping down as much as they can. Just really feeling that opening into the hips and the groin. And release from here. Let's lengthen the legs out. Lifting up, taking the arms up, and then we go for a lovely reach forward. So again, try and keep the lengthening into the back as well as through the legs. So we're reaching forward. So we're lengthening into the spine, lengthening through the legs, and just holding here. So we start to feel down the back of the legs really lengthening. Taking some nice breaths. Coming a little deeper if you can. And release. Bring those arms down. So from here, come back onto the elbows. So we're going to take one leg, don't mind which, and we're just going to start to circle around. This is a really good hip opener. It's a really nice one for just opening into the hips, getting those hips moving, opening. Little circles around. We'll go in the opposite direction. And then from here, we're going to place that foot over the other knee. And we're going to push or ease that knee out to the side. So the foot is onto the knee or the ankle and just pushing that knee out. And then we're just going to really think about that, where that knee's going. And then lift yourself up to a seated. We're going to start just to rock forwards and back. A little bit of movement. So we've got to move to improve. That's a little motto. It's all about movement, all about mobility. Let's just take a hold here, try and lift the chest up as much as you can. If you can walk your underneath foot so you can't see it, so walk it out of sight, and again just ease that knee out. We're going to lift the bottom up, walk it in closer to the heel, and then walk the hands in and try and lift the chest up. So again, we're feeling that increased stretch into the hip and into the bottom. So really think about just pushing that knee out, feeling that really nice stretch. And a lot of us tend to be very tight in the hips. It's always good to stretch. And then just lengthen the underneath leg. The leg that was over the knee, we're just going to place it over that leg now, and the opposite arm comes around, and we're just going to hook. So we're going to lift up. So again, we're creating a stretch into the hip and into the glute as we lift up. So really think about lifting the crown of the head. And releasing here. So I'm just going to quickly just turn around. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to just drop back onto the elbows. We're going to pick the leg up, and we're just going to start to have a little circle. So again, just opening into the hip. And then we're going in the opposite direction with that circle. And then we're going to place the foot over the knee and just push that knee out. See where it wants to go. And then just start to lift up and still continue to push that knee out. Let's have a little forwards and back rock. And hold here. Walk your underneath foot out of sight, just push that knee out. Then lift your bottom up, walk the bottom closer to the heel, walk the hands in and lift up through the chest, and again just pushing that knee out as much as you can. So again, just intensifying that stretch. And then just releasing. Lengthen that underneath leg, take this leg across, bring the opposite arm and give that knee a nice hug, and once again, just lifting yourself up. So the crown, the head up to the ceiling. Again, intensification of that stretch in the glute and in the hip. And release, well done. So I'm just going to turn around again. This time we're going to bring ourselves down onto the mat nice and gently. I'm going to have my strap and I'm going to place it around my foot. Now the other leg can either stay in a bent position. If you are really tight in the hamstring, you might prefer that position, or you can lengthen it. See how you feel. And we just start to bring the leg in. Try and smooth behind the knee. Using a strap's really good because you've got something to hold on to. It makes it a little bit, not easier, but it makes it a bit more comfortable, I would say. So you've got something to hold on to. So we're really thinking about that stretch. Try and keep the shoulders down and try to watch this bottom doesn't start to lift. If you do feel that you're coming off the mat, then just bring the leg further down. But you can hold as low or as high as you wish on that strap. And we're just creating that length into the hamstring here. Try and relax into it. And if you do want to go a little deeper with this, you can just bring that leg a little closer. See how you feel. So again, we're taking it to that point of a stretch, not of a pain. It shouldn't be painful, but you should be getting a stretch here. We can just breathe in with this one. I'm quite tight myself in my hamstrings. This is for me about where it goes. And getting that really nice stretch. So I'm now just going to take the leg outwards to the side. So I'm going to open it out. The same arm is going to hold on to the strap and the leg comes out to the side. Now just be mindful of the opposite hip, that the opposite hip doesn't start to lift. It's going to want to lift. Keep it down, keep the shoulders down. So again, we're going to feel this into the inner thigh and into that groin as we drop that leg. So again, you're going to go with where you feel that is comfortable for you. Again, some nice breaths. And then just bringing that leg back in. The opposite hand is going to hold the strap. The arm comes out to the side, and now we take the leg across the body. Let the head go to the opposite side, so we get a nice spinal rotation, and we also start to feel into the outer thigh and into this glute again. Shoulders are down. Just trying to relax into this position as much as you can. And again, really trying to keep that leg nice and straight. You can really feel that stretch. going to lift the leg up nice and gently. Now, my underneath leg, I'm going to bend that now. The leg that was lifted, I'm going to place onto my knee. I'm going to push that knee out. I'm going to place the strap around the underneath leg. I'm going to take a hold and I'm going to bring that strap in. I'm going to really start to think about feeling now into that glute. So bringing that leg in, I'm holding onto my strap. Now if you slightly lean over with the bottom towards that underneath leg, what you should feel is a bit of an intenser stretch into the glutes. So I'm here, I'm just going to slightly push over towards that underneath leg and just increase that stretch. And you can really feel a difference if you just very, very slightly just push over. I'm going to come back to the center. I'm just going to release out. My legs are shake. And I'm going to switch to the other side. So I'm going to turn around just to make sure that you're able to see. So you can just change legs. So remember the first one, the leg can be bent or it can be lengthened. The strap goes around now the other leg. And again, I'm relaxing my head and my shoulders. I'm holding onto my strap. I'm lengthening my leg, but you could, if you want to, if you are really tight in the hamstring, you're going to feel much easier with the leg bent. So again, do what's right for you. I'm just going to ease and soften myself into the stretch. I'm a little bit more flexible in the hamstring on this side. I find it much easier. So my leg will come a little closer in. I can still feel the length that I'm creating down here. I can still feel that stretch. So I'm constantly working in this position. Relaxing my shoulders down. So really be mindful that you're not tensing in the shoulders. Relax the shoulders. And if you can, if you want to, go a little deeper in that stretch. Lengthen that a little bit further. I'm going to take the leg out to the side, holding the strap with the same arm. Keeping my shoulders down, so you're going to keep your shoulders down. Keep that other hip down as well. Just watch it doesn't start to lift. Just open out. Filling it into the groin. Lifting up nice and gently, switching over hands. This arm comes out to the side and the leg comes across the body. The head just goes in the opposite direction. Both shoulders are down. Feeling that nice stretch. And lift nice and gently. Take the foot out of the strap, the underneath leg bends. This leg's going to go over and the strap just feeds underneath. We hold on to the strap and just ease that leg in. So again, if you do want to intensify, just slightly drop over towards the underneath leg, and then you will just feel a more intense stretch here. And release, well done. Bring the knees in towards your chest. Have a little rock, a little side to side. And then just bring yourself up once again into seated. So, let's just drop down onto the elbow. The knees are bent, so we're going to take hold of the top foot. And all we're going to do is just take the leg forwards and back. Start to warm up into the quad. Forwards and back. And then let's just stay back and just increase that stretch. Now you can slightly rotate forwards, which will then just involve the hip as well as the quad. Just a very slight rotation forwards. And release. And the other side, so nice and gently. Just changing sides. Dropping down onto the elbow, the knees are bent. Take hold of the top foot and just forwards and back movement. And then just hold back. A slight rotation, just involve the hip. And release. Just bring yourself into all fours. The wrists into the shoulders, the knees under the hips. We go from cow to cat. Head lifts, the bottom lifts, rounding into the spine. Come back to neutral, just tuck the toes underneath, push up to down dog, and just a few pedals. Lengthening into the spine, lifting through the tailbone, pushing the thighs away. Little heel drops. Really feeling that length in the legs. Really feeling that length in the back. Push both heels down. Up to toes. To heels. To toes. To heels. Toes. Heels. 2 more. Hold here. Bend the knees. Child's pose. Lengthen. Let's take some breaths. Breathing in and breathing out, lengthening into your spine. And roll. Up to kneeling. Reach. Just sit back on to the heels. Take a breath in and out. Breath in. Bring the hands down into your prayer position and give yourself a big clap. Well done, guys. Hopefully you feel a little bit more stretched than what you did at the beginning of the class. Enjoy the rest of your day and take care. See you soon.